Hello, and welcome to your trending stories on this very good Monday morning. What's up? My name is Marco, and this is Dani of Good Morning Frederick as we start another week. Weeks that are hopefully making it into spring, although I think winter is trying to hang on and cause all kinds of havoc all over the country, by the way. The weather has been insane, but we'll get to that. Make sure you hit share, like, comment. Let us know what you're doing. Share this on your page. We're trying to get as many people to watch us as we possibly can. If you're watching this in Frederick County, this is the show for you. The only one tailored to everybody who lives in Frederick. It's about Frederick, and it loves Frederick. And, of course, the princess of Frederick is Dani Gurry, the purveyor of Good Morning Frederick. Good morning, Dani.
Good morning, Marco, and good morning to all of you watching. Appreciate it very much. You tuning in. Yeah, started this show 1 year ago tomorrow. One year. Tomorrow is our 1 year old birthday. We're going to have huge things going on the show and at 401 North Market Street. But today is the eve of our first birthday.
Boy, that first year already in the book. Seems like you just started a couple months ago.
Yeah, I know it might seem that way to you. However,
it's amazing.
We've interviewed, I think, over 500 people.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Put out 1,600 videos, I think, on our YouTube channel or something crazy like that. Have 1,200 subscribers and thousands who watch us on Facebook as well. So yeah, it's been a pretty cool run.
Everywhere I go in Frederick County, somebody says, I've seen you on Dani's show, and Dani, this, and you're like, obviously you should be the mayor of the city, but I can't believe it's already been a year. You have that many people under your belt, and you're continuing to put Frederick County, the whole Frederick into the spotlight, which is amazing. And if you love Frederick as much as Dani does, you should follow this. You should share it on all your social medias, and you should get it out because I think more people need to know about the great city and county of Frederick.
Yeah, and look, I mean, I know a lot of people always say, oh, share, like, and comment, and it's really to help these nonprofits and small businesses. That was why I started this show, is to give them a leg up against some of these big guys who have a lot of money for marketing and advertising, and some of our smaller guys just don't have that. So they use free outlets like my show to help spread the word. So if you find a segment that you really like, you can go straight to YouTube, share that segment to your social media, and help that local business or nonprofit out.
I mean,
she has the comedic timing of.
I've adopted this cat that wants to have a podcast. I could be in this house for 35 straight hours, and the cat doesn't come near me. As soon as the mics go on and the cameras go on, this cat cannot wait to be in the middle of everything.
I'm telling you, she probably already does have a podcast. Nora, you're so adorable.
Sorry.
She is stealing our show, though. I gotta say, people are like, I had to put Remy on the show the other day, too, because he was biting my ankles while the show started. So I don't know what it is with these cats. But
well, we're number one on YouTube with cats. I can tell you that much. It's the number one show for cats. If your cat is at home, just turn this show on. And
turn the show on. There is something about it.
Yeah. Pretty soon she'll be on Possum Pets, I'm sure. So it's great, Frederick. It's all about. I love what you're doing. I don't think you get enough credit for bringing Frederick in the spotlight. We all love Frederick County, Frederick City, and everything going on there. And boy, if you want to know anything about the city, this is the place to be. So, congratulations on almost 1 year. Tomorrow will be that big show, and if you have to watch one episode, it should be tomorrow.
Yes, please do, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, well, we're going to start with something that, I think it's just amazing. It's, to me, there's a bunch of reasons why I think that you should watch or that AI, I think AI has its place and if you use AI in the right atmosphere, it just makes your life so much better. And I think this person has finally figured out how to use AI the best possible way. I'm going to play this. I don't know if you've seen these clips, are just all over, but this is AI rendering people that are no longer with us. I'm going to turn that off so I don't get but
dinged.
I mean, this is what it does is it gives you an idea of what somebody would look like.
Wow.
At the current age that they are, if they would have lived. Now, Brittany Murphy died when she was 27, but this ages them to where they think it would be, and then you get this. It's pretty amazing, actually, when you sit. They just have millions of views.
Unbelievable.
Online. This one has 2 million views on TikTok. But just incredible that you can do this now with AI. You can age somebody to where they were, and then you can make it move as if they are still with us. It's if you're going to do anything with AI, to me, I think this is just
He died, James Gandolfini. I forgot about that.
Yeah, all these celebrities have gone on, and what it's done is it's tried to put what they would look like today. So even though DMX died when he was in his 50s, but River Phoenix died when he was 20, and here he is at 54. And it really is.
Wow. Yeah. This would be so helpful in the with child abductions and things like that, when they're trying to age out what a kid might look like if you been missing for a long time or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and there's hundreds of these. I mean, the Kobe Bryant, I mean, it just really is. So these videos, there's a TikTok channel with nothing but this, and it just is pretty insane when you, and then you're like, oh gosh, I totally forgot Pat Tillman played for the Cardinals. This is what Chadwick. Now that's a pretty recent, but I mean, pretty insane to see. This is what they would look like right now, and I'm just fascinated by this channel.
Oh yeah, holy cow.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. To me, I just think this is the way to use AI. Like, I mean, it looks like they're still here. They could still be here. And it ages them to where they would be today if they were still around with us.
Yeah.
Just
it is pretty wild. Oh, Phil Hartman. God, forgot about him too.
Yeah, see, like when you start watching those videos, you start to really be like, wow, I can't even. And then you just it just is. You know what I mean? It is like one of those things where it keeps going, and you keep saying to yourself, wow. I
know. Yeah. I mean, look, like everything technology wise, it's all got its place for sure.
Yeah. So I just think if you're going to do something with AI, that's how you do it. All right. We're going to do yours here. You want to play this first, or you want to talk about it?
Yeah. I mean, this is an interesting, he tells a story about what he had to do when he was young, and I'm wondering what you think about this.
All right, so let's put that on here and see.
When I was 7 years old, my dad would make me order for the entire table at a restaurant. You're the man of the table now. When the waiter comes to the table, you're going to ask them their name, and then you're going to say their name in a sentence. And I was like, Dad, this is stupid. I'm not doing this. He was like, do it. So I'll never forget. The guy come to the table. I said, what's your name? He said, John. John, me and my sister would like 2 Shirley Temples, please. And my dad had this, my mom had this. And so he would make me do that everywhere we go. Every decent restaurant, nice restaurant. And at first I was like, oh, this is so stupid. But I remember maybe 3-4 months after he started making me do it, we're at this place, the Cliff House in Maine. And I have the server's name, and I say, excuse me, Matt. Comes right over. I said, me and my sister would like 2 Shirley Temples, please. And I look over, and there's a guy sitting right there with his wife. He's about 50 years old, and he's flailing. Sir, excuse me, sir, please. Not getting the attention of the waiter. And he had the same waiter as we did. And Matt already brought my Shirley Temples back to the table before that dumb ever got the attention of the waiter. Why? Because everybody's a sir. You have zero control of any situation if you do not have the name of the person. When I was 7.
Yeah. That's
So, 2 interesting things from that. Like, number one, I think having your kids from a young age learn to make eye contact, speak to strangers, carry out something that would be considered an adult conversation, I think is so valuable.
Super important. I thought this was going to go in the way that's actually what I've done with all of my children. We'd be at McDonald's, we'd get our food or whatever, and I would do all the ordering first, but we'd sit at the table and my son Josh or my Addie JC, or even now with Alessio, they would, hey, can we get some ice cream? And I'm like, yeah, here's $5. I want you to walk up to the counter and I want you to ask for an ice cream. And I would obviously watch them. But I made them do that so that they would have interaction with people. And I really, truly, honestly believe, you listen, all day now, it's just like pop, 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 pop. There's no human interaction with kids. And I made them all go up and order if they wanted. If they didn't want to do it, they didn't get the candy, they didn't get the ice cream, they didn't get the desserts. And obviously the people that are working there, they smile, they're super nice, and kids are coming up, but it really taught them to talk to adults, hold a conversation, have eye contact, and I really think that'll help them. And I did, that's something I did religiously, which it was similar to what I think this guy's dad was teaching him.
Well, and I do think too, when you use somebody's name in a way, it immediately, there are so many studies being done. They tell you to do it in sales as well. People love hearing their own name. And they will put you kind of ahead of somebody else who's just snapping their fingers rudely or saying, "Hey, sir," "Hey, excuse me," or whatever. And not that a good waiter or waitress won't get to you if you don't know their name, but knowing somebody's name, there you establish an immediate rapport with that person. It's a relationship, even if it's just for the 30, 45 hour that you're there at that restaurant. So
not only that, I can't tell you, as soon as the sound of the person telling their name to me is wafted into my ears, I've already forgotten their name, and it's been proven. You can remember up to almost 90% of people's names. If somebody says, "Hi, I'm Danny," and then you say, "Hi, Danny," you say it back. That stays with you, just to get in. But I can't tell you, boy, I've shaken somebody's hand and walked away. I have no idea what their name is. I'm like, I am a terrible person.
I know. You do have to use it. Use it immediately so that your brain actually references the face with the name. Because so many times I'm like, oh my gosh, I recognize that person and I cannot figure out what their name is. It helps with that too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you meet a lot of people, so that is definitely for you fantastic. All right, what's up with this?
All right. Well, spring is here and it's time to spring clean. And this organizer is telling us 3 things we should get rid of right away. One I have an issue with, and we'll see the rest and see what you think.
All right.
I'm a professional organizer, and here are 3 things I want you to please throw away today. And I mean, like right now. It's not hard. Won't take long. It'll just make your life easier. Okay, number 1, I want you to get rid of any extras that you have when it comes to your office.
Too hard.
I'm talking about your staplers, your
I love all my staplers.
Really only need
Yes.
All my tape dispensers.
Yeah, your house is almost like a Staples warehouse. I mean, every time I come there with my kids, they're like, yeah, I mean, Aunt Danny's got, I don't care what, you need an X-Acto knife, you need a gun glue, we've got you have literally, I bet if you actually went to a Staples, you probably have more of at least one of the items than they have there. Colored markers. I mean, it's just it's like a Hobby Lobby at your house every time we come over there. So you definitely, this would probably be like almost death to you for this lady.
I do not know what it is with my love with office supplies. I do not know, but I love it. I love
it's
paper.
Incredible.
I love stationery. I love thank you notes. I love them all. I use them. I do use them, but I do love them.
Yeah. All right. What else does she say?
You need one that works. So pick your favorite and get rid of the rest. Number 2, it's time to address that doom pile of paper and mail that you've been putting off for too long. If you do anything on this list,
I do not have a mail or paper clutter.
Yeah, I've got that. Because I have a lot of bills, so they all kind of just sit out and stare at me, and I'm like, I got to go through these.
Not good for the psyche. Not good.
That is not good. Not good.
No.
Deal with the papers, especially if it's taking up space on your kitchen counter. Please get rid of it. And number 3, throw away the empty electronics boxes. And I already know that y'all are going to be crying about this in the comments, but you don't need them. Throw them away.
So here's where it's funny. If I could take my camera and just move over to, I have probably 50, I have camera boxes. I have every camera lens box. And the reason you save them is because and actually I just sold one on eBay this week. When you sell them back, you can just sell a camera by itself, but you can sell a camera with all of the paperwork and the box and the stuff it came in for almost twice as much. So this I will hardly disagree with. If you're ever gonna, now listen, if you're gonna get an iPad, it's gonna be the last iPad you ever get, and you're never gonna sell it. Sure, throw the box away. But if you've got high-end camera stuff or lenses or ThinkPads or iPads, I would save the box.
Yeah, that's funny. So we agree. Well, we've each got stuff we got to work on.
Well, yeah. Yes, we do. I probably have a little bit more than you do. So I do know that this weekend you went to the Cows game. The Cows back, and everyone's super excited about that. Baseball season,
I
of course.
know. They're kicking off the season hot. They're doing great. Yeah, we were at the Cows this weekend, and we love having them as part of Frederick for sure.
Yeah. Baseball season starting, obviously, which is great. The Nats and the Orioles.
The O's are today, and if you've got tickets to opening day, just know they've moved up the game time because of some storms that are supposed to come through Baltimore. So I believe it's a 2:35 game time for opening day today in Baltimore.
And I would be remiss, it's a couple days late. Great season for Maryland basketball. This is the first time that the Maryland boys and the Maryland girls both went to the Sweet 16. It's never happened in school history. There is some stuff going on with the coach. We'll see how that works.
That is so crappy. And we probably should talk about it for just a second. But for that coach to have brought this drama to the end of this season, I think is totally horrible. And it just, there's so much controversy right now on all kinds of groups about Maryland and Maryland basketball and the athletic directors and what we should do. But being a part of the Big Ten, basketball should be our game. They got to invest in somebody. But this is just to show why it's very difficult in this day and age to get a dynasty team anymore, because your coaches come and go, your players come and go. Very, very difficult. And so to watch what somebody like Duke is able to do year in, year out, or stay fairly consistent, it's tough.
It is tough. You think with the transfer portal, and obviously this kid's getting paid now, that it would help them stay in, and it has in the NFL. It definitely has started working, and in some other sports it hasn't. Basketball, not so much. They still leave real early for the NBA, and obviously the coaches come and go. So, but we'll see if the transfer portal and the name, image, and likeness, the NIL, and all that stuff trickles into basketball, but. It sucks because it's kind of a black mark, a black eye on a great season for the boys. Who knows what's going to happen?
You kind of feel bad for the kids who are there to play their 4 years and probably won't go to the pros and just want to have a good 4-year time at Maryland. Now it's all in a kerfuffle upside down, and there's a lot of unease, and you wonder if some of these guys are going to transfer to other schools where you're starting from scratch again. It just kind of stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it does, and we'll definitely keep an ide on that. And I would just like to say...
I have to say this, and we can talk about it getting closer to. So your nephew, my son, Cooper's graduating from Maryland this May, and they just announced the commencement speaker for graduation. It is Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
well,
so Jim Henson is a Terp. Created Kermit the Frog while at the University of Maryland. Of course, he has passed away since, but I think they're 50-50 split on people who are just beside themselves thinking, oh my God, I can't believe Kermit the Frog. I did text Cooper and I said, oh, here's your commencement speaker. He goes, yeah, last year gets the governor of Maryland. This year we get a Muppet. And I said, well, there you go.
Well, you went from Muppet to puppet, I guess. So anyway, that'll get everybody all riled up. Just kidding around.
That's right.
I would like to say tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary, and I can almost tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that the only time that I've heard the word kerfuffle was in this particular podcast. So I think we made some sort of a record there. Hit share, like, and comment, and make sure you check us out right here. It's Good Morning Frederick. Danny, what do you got coming up later on here this morning?
Well, we're going to be talking a new age of Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz is coming up at the Weinberg Center. We got Wags for Hope on the last day of the month that you can purchase merch to benefit that organization. And the Smith's Creative Smith's Creative Outlet, they're coming up in the show as well.
All right, love that. Share, like, comment, see what's going on. Definitely watch the show their 1-year episode happening tomorrow and the rest of today here. Danny, thanks so much for joining us right here on Good Morning Frederick. And that is your trending stories for...
Trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge.
trending all over the internet.